listening to Dispatch 40, a production of the Broadcast News Sequence in the School of Journalism at the University of Texas at Austin. I'm Kellie Baldwin.
And I'm Payne.
UT has released enrollment data for 2011 that shows white students make up 51% of the student body and Hispanics have grown to more than 17%. But as Casey Cherry reports, black enrollment remains below 5%.
Freshman Dakota Batch is used to getting stared at.
I get the look like, okay, what's she doing here? What's she doing, at Starbucks getting a Frappuccino? And I do get stares, and I notice I get stares, and it kind of like, I don't look at people, I kind of look at the ground sometimes, and I don't, want to notice those stares.
According to the preliminary report for student enrollment in 2011, Batch is one of the 4.5% of black students at UT. The director of the Multicultural Engagement Center, Choquette Hamilton, believes Batch's experience exposes a larger issue.
Black students are significantly underrepresented on this campus, and that is a tragedy. So we are the most underrepresented group of people on campus compared to any other group.
According to Hamilton, from 1997 to 2010, black student applications to UT have increased by 200%, more than any other group. Yet in 2010, only 29% of blacks were accepted.
Black students want to come just as much as any other group, but they're not being admitted.
Deputy Director of the Office of Admissions, Augustine Garza, says that after the top 8% rule, only 25% of space is available for students outside of that percentage.
Rank in class determines, to a large extent, how many people we say yes to. We don't have a choice.
Garza says that the university understands the need for more diversity, but emphasizes that every student is treated equally.
No, we're not admitting enough blacks. We want to admit more blacks. But they all must meet the same competitive levels. We can't treat one ethnic group differently than we do another.
With the issue unsettled, it is students like Batch who feel the impact.
It's kind of sad to me. Like, I look around and it's a lot of, Asian people, Indian people, white people, and I don't see me, I don't see myself in any other person. They have people to at least bond with and connect with.
As eager high school students apply to UT, Batch hopes to see more of herself in future enrollments. For Dispatch 40, I'm Casey Cherry.
Opportunities are on the rise for all UT students with the arrival of the Longhorn Network on the 40 acres. ESPN. Letters that do not stand for academics. While ESPN pays UT for exclusive content to broadcast on the Longhorn Network, Daily Texan sports writer Christian Corona believes access to content is still unequal.
I think being affiliated with the university like the Daily Texan is being just as good a reason to give that kind of access. But I think what would be fair is if everybody got the same amount of access. That would be the most fair thing. Affiliations and reference aside.
As a longtime sports journalist for the Statesman and the Houston Chronicle, UT lecturer Melanie Hauser is not foreign to this concept.
There's all these people that they're trying to find ways to get them what they need, and meanwhile the actual writers are sitting over there going, don't forget us. And by the time you get, for example, Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods, whoever it is, by the time you get them, they've already been through 6 interviews. So you're not getting what we used to get, which was the immediacy.
The trade-off is a frustrating one, but Hauser feels the network adds more than it subtracts.
I think it's going to open a lot of opportunities for students to get their feet wet as interns.
Even opportunities the Texas Program and Sports and Media Director Mike Kramer sees as untapped.
I think there's a role for Texas Student Media to work in tandem with the Longhorn Network and to provide content.
And not just from the broadcasting side, but all the student media.
If people stop and think and the Longhorn Network gets its feet on the ground here, they'll see that there's a real resource in the students and the student capability.
Resources that might not only get students, but ESPN an A. For Dispatch 40, I'm Payne.
With the application deadline this Friday, many UT students are signing up to fight cancer by biking to Alaska. Caleb Ingles takes a look into why so many people make the challenging trip.
When Andy Cepeda found out his uncle was diagnosed with prostate cancer, he decided to do something to help.
I need to fight this with him. I can't be by his side. I can't be coaching him through the chemotherapy. I can't hold him when he's down. But I want him to know that I'm there with him and I'm fighting in some way.
The way he's chosen to fight is through the Texas 4000, the world's longest charity ride. 50 UT students bike each summer over 4,500 miles from Austin, Texas to Anchorage, Alaska to raise money and awareness in the fight against cancer.
One of the first reactions from anybody is like, who in their right mind would do that? What kind of crazy are you to make your body endure that for 3 months straight?
Cepeda's not alone. Brooke Willard, a team member also training for this summer's ride, says the group finds motivation by focusing on their purpose.
Every time we meet, we always start with why we ride. Everyone kind of goes around the circle and has a story about, like, this is why we're here today.
We always go around the circle and share our stories, and we draw strength from them.
For some, the adventure also encourages them to ride. One of the original team members from 2004, Martina Clifton, says it's the trip of a lifetime.
I was initially attracted first and foremost to the adventure aspect of the trip. I love exploring, I love new experiences, and I love the opportunities to meet new people.
And biking across our continent was exactly that, fighting cancer every mile along the way. Listen to their war cry. Cepeda's heart echoes this war cry for his uncle Victor, who raised him after his dad walked out.
My uncle has probably been the most influential person in my life. He not only took the role of an uncle and a friend, but my father.
Cepeda begins training next week for the 4,500-mile ride that helps fight his uncle's cancer. For Dispatch 40, I'm Caleb Ingles.
Thanks for joining us for Dispatch 40.
Broadcast news students Caleb Ingles and Andrew Moore have produced this program.
Join us again next time for Dispatch 40.